Hello students, so today in this lecture we are going to discuss the third method of charging a body, right? In the previous video we had discussed the two methods to charge a body, charging by friction and charging by conduction, right? Charging by conduction was to charge a body by making a physical contact. So now this is the third method where we will charge a body without making any physical contact. Clear? So this is known as charging by induction. Charging by induction. Okay, see. Take a neutral conducting sphere. Let this be insulating strand so that charges don't go down. Charges doesn't get leaked. Okay, this is neutral conducting sphere. Neutral sphere means it is having equal number of plus, equal number of minus. Suppose closer to this neutral conducting sphere, I am bringing a negatively charged plastic rod. You can bring positively charged body also, there is no problem. Suppose I am bringing a negatively charged plastic rod. So, because of this negative charge body, the positive charges of this sphere will be attracted in this side. Clear? And the electrons of the sphere will be repelled and will be on the another side. Clear? First of all, it's a neutral conducting sphere and I am bringing a negatively charged plastic rod closer to the neutral sphere. So, because of this negative charge, the positive charge of the sphere will get attracted, will be coming over this side, and the electrons of the sphere will be repelled and will be flowing on the other side. Now suppose I am connecting this neutral conducting sphere with earth. This is known as earthing. See, you should earthing or grounding. Actually, there is a slight difference in earthing and grounding. There is a slight difference in earthing and grounding. We'll understand what is earthing. Earthing means, you must have heard this in your day-to-day life, that your CPU, refrigerator, these are all the appliances which need earthing. That is why they are having 3 pins. Your refrigerator, it is having 3 pins this way. This will be live or phase. This will be neutral, and the third one will be earthing or say grounding. Actually, there is only a minute difference between earthing and grounding. So we can, in this particular method, we can say earthing or grounding. So these are the 3 pins. So the third pin is known as, this pin is known as earthing or grounding. It simply means that you have to connect the wire from the device to earth. Actually, earth is supposed to have negative charge. Earth is supposed to have negative charge, right? I think 1 nanocoulomb per meter square, that is the charge, surface charge density. I am not sure about the value, but earth is supposed to have negative charge. But since the size of the earth is very large, we can consider it to be a neutral body, right? So earth is such a body where few electrons can enter, and also we can take out few charges from earth. The potential of earth will not change, the value will not change, because it is a very big body. That means in an ocean full of water, if you are taking 2 glasses of water or you are adding 2 glasses of water, the level does not change, right? In the same way, if few electrons are going to earth, few charges are going to earth, or you are taking few electrons outside from, you are taking few electrons from the earth, that won't affect the potential of the earth. Clear? Okay, see what is actually earthing and how it is used. I will not go in the detail because we are not here to discuss about earthing, right? But this is something what we can say. Suppose this is any device. Consider it as CPU. You can take any device, right? This is so this is phase, or you can say live wire, phase wire, and this is neutral. Okay, Why earthing is required? Why earthing is required? And what is earthing? Both the things we will see. Earthing means we are just connecting a wire to ground. We are connecting the wire to ground. You must have seen somewhere that where the connections are being done. You must have seen at that place that there is a means they are digging a hole 3 to 4 meters, and they are using charcoal and they are using salt and they are placing pipe inside it. That is the process of earthing, right? Actually different ways you can do earthing. Plate earthing, pipe earthing, these are all the different types of earthing. Generally near our house or for household appliances, pipe earthing is used, and for 3-phase line plate earthing is used, right? Okay, and now instead of using charcoal and salt, we are using chemicals. Okay, see, simple example, simple way to demonstrate you why earthing is required. This is your phase wire, this is your neutral, this is say any resistance, right? Suppose let us take the voltage as 230 volt, and let the resistance be of say 10 ohm. So current will be equals to V by, I am just taking the arbitrary values to explain you what is and why earthing is required. V by R, so it is 230 by 10, nearly 23. So the current will be flowing from phase or live wire to neutral wire. Clear? Now we are human beings are good conductors of electricity, right? We our skin has a resistance of nearly 100 ohm, I guess. Yes, 100 ohm. And if few milliampere of current is also being passed through our body, of course we'll die. Clear? So human body is a good conductor of electricity. So if this is the flow, this is the route of the current, then everything is okay just now. But if there is any fault, suppose you are standing here, you will touch the part of the CPU. You will touch here, right? Suppose you want to displace this CPU from one point to another. Suppose there is any electrical fault, and suppose this live wire touches this body. Live wire touches the body, right? These are the connections which are made from inside. You will not be able to see this connection. You will just be able to see this part, this body. So suppose there is some electrical fault. So now the current will be flowing from this fault also. That means if the wire by chance touches the body, so then the current will start flowing through the body, and now you are touching this body. You are touching this body. So current from the wire will pass through body, will pass through your hand and will go down. So you will feel a shock. You will get a shock. Clear? You will get a shock. So in order to protect ourselves from getting shock, generally a third wire whose value is less, resistance is less, whose resistance is less. A wire is made to ground. That means a wire is connected to earth. This is known as earthing. So by chance if there is any fault, right, and if the live wire touches the metallic body or touches the body, right, then the additional or the leakage current will flow through this less resistance wire and will flow to ground. So if now you are touching this device, you will not feel shock. This is what is known as earthing, and this is why earthing is required. You just have to connect the wire to earth with the help of pipe, with the help of plate, clear, by adding charcoal, by adding salt, clear. So this is how you will be protected from getting shock. That is why earthing is required, clear, and that is why you are having 3 plug. Okay, fine. So here, well, this was just for giving you the knowledge. You don't have to write this all things in your answer, charging by induction, right? So now we have connected this body. You connected this to earth. This is how earthing is done. This is the symbol. Either you can use these 3 lines or 5 lines. Don't do this kind of earthing, right? Okay. So now electrons will flow from this body, metallic sphere, to wire, and from wire it will go to ground, go to earth. So the only charge that will be remaining on the sphere will be positive charge, and as long as I am keeping this negatively charged plastic rod, this charges will be over this place, will be here. Now when I am taking this negatively charged plastic rod, due to repulsion, the charges will be distributed all over the sphere. So this is how you have charged this sphere from the neutral sphere without making any physical contact. This method is known as charging by induction. Once again, I will repeat the whole method. You have taken a neutral conducting sphere. This is insulating stand. This is insulating stand, so that charges won't leak out. Now you are bringing a negatively charged plastic rod nearer. See, both the bodies are not touching each other, right? If negatively charged plastic rod is brought closer to this body, the positive charge will be coming over this side, and the negative, because of repulsion, will be moving on another side. Now you are earthing, or you are grounding the sphere, and because of it, the electrons will move from the wire to earth. So only the positive charge will be remaining, right? And these positive charges will stay in this position as long as you are keeping this negatively charged plastic rod nearer to it, right? This way. And once you are taking this negatively charged plastic rod, they will be spread all over the sphere, inside the sphere. So this is how the sphere gets charged, and you have not made any physical contact between two bodies. So this method is known as charging by induction. Charging by induction. And the charges induced in the spheres, these are known as induced charge. Induced charge. This is known as the charge which you have first brought in the plastic rod. The charges which were in the plastic rod, they are known as total charge. So the relation between induced charge and the plastic and the total charge. These are the total charges, and these are the charges which are induced on the sphere. So induced charge is total charge 1 minus 1 by k. This is the formula to calculate the induced charge. What amount of charge appears in the sphere can be calculated with the help of this formula. Q of T, that means total charge, that is charge on the plastic rod. K represents dielectric constant. Dielectric means insulator. Dielectric means insulator. The value of K is different for different materials. For air or vacuum or free space, it is 1. For insulator, it is greater than 1. For pure metal, it is infinite. Clear? So this is how a body can be charged without making any physical contact. Clear? So now in the next lecture, we'll learn about Coulomb's law.